All right, hello everyone. We're going to start the research section, so part 2 of the RIT-Sec meeting. Let's get it. Let's get it. Woohoo! Yeah! Okay, so first up, if you are interested in presenting, make sure you sign up at presentations.ritsec.club. If you do not sign up there, I will not know if you want to present or not. Okay, so make sure you guys sign up. If you're looking for any ideas regarding presentations, visit ideas.ritsec.club. There's so many interesting presentation ideas. I highly recommend you guys check it out. And of course, I want to review the number of presentations or the research swag portion. So the amount of presentations you do, you get a certain prize. So one for RIT-Sec lanyard, yada, 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 and you can get a USB rubber ducky for 20 presentations. Yeah. And some announcements. So first off, please sign in if you haven't already. Visit signin.ritsec.club. Discord, calendar, mailing list. Yeah, the usual. Okay. And also, we have an RIT-Sec feedback form. So if you would like to submit any questions or concerns about the club, any ideas that you might have that can make the club better, or any questions that you have, this is completely anonymous, so go visit feedback.ritsec.club for any of those concerns you may have. Also, today at 6 p.m., Jesus will be hosting the Halloween Spooktacular. So that's going to be awesome. I highly recommend you guys go there. RIT-Sec will be there as well as other GSIS and computing clubs. And RIT-Sec merch. So if you haven't filled it out already, it's closing today. Oh. Yeah, it closes today. Yes.
You can start giving us money now.
Yes, that too. So you can start giving us money for these merch orders, and we will request probably a deadline soon for those money orders as well. 2 weeks.
If you don't remember if you ordered something, come to an email.
Yes. So if you do not remember if you had ordered anything, please talk to any e-board member, and we will be able to confirm that with you. Oh, before that, ShmooCon as well. Make sure to look out for ShmooCon information very soon coming up. So be on the lookout for that. And thank you to our sponsors. Clap it up.
Always. Yeah, sponsors.
And social media. Okay, so week 10, let's cover some of the interesting news that has happened this week. So we'll be covering the Gitlab RCE, Apple Dozen CVE patch, Wardriving at scale, and the Microsoft SIP vulnerability that they found. Sorry, macOS SIP vulnerability. That's wrong. Okay, so first up we have a Gitlab RCE that was released about earlier this week. So first it started off with public-facing GitLabs had some arbitrary users being created. So they were like, whoa, what are these users? What are they doing? So they were actually able to elevate themselves to admin privileges, as you can see on the image to the left. And so through some analysis, we found that there was some privilege escalation going on in the GitLab instance for these users. However, through further analysis, they were able to determine that this was not just privilege escalation, but a full RC vulnerability through a web exploitation technique called cross-site request forgery. So what they did was they were able to capture the CSRF token and inject their own commands to that GitLab instance without any authentication or having a valid project. So this was something that was really big. I know that we patched it for our own GitLab instance, right, Philo?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're running anything public-facing for GitLab, make sure you patch that as well. Okay, so on Monday and Tuesday, Apple released a new patch for iOS 14, iPadOS, watchOS, tvOS, and iOS 15.1, and they patched 24 CVEs in total. Apple's security page has detail about the CVEs, which include multiple issues in iOS components that could lead to arbitrary code execution with kernel level privileges. So this is kind of a reoccurring theme. So this is kind of a suite of vulnerabilities found through memory corruption and incorrect memory use.
Yeah, memory use after, something like that.
Yeah, memory use after. So there's a specific function in iOS is called IO mobile frame buffer, which they use to kind of corrupt the memory and then get kernel level access through those devices. So make sure you patch your phones, make sure you update your phones. If you're on iOS 14, you do still receive those security updates, but it's highly recommended that you patch your phones to the newest and most updated operating system.
To get more malware.
Yes. Even more malware. Exactly. Okay, so this was a very interesting article that I was reading about was Wardriving at scale. So a researcher in Tel Aviv, I'm not sure if that's Israel. A researcher was able to crack 70% of a gathered hashes in an experiment within a residential neighborhood. CyberArk's Ida Horvich ran this experiment after observing that across multiple apartment moves, his neighbors' mobile phone numbers turned out to be their Wi-Fi passwords as well. So he was able to kind of brute force a lot of these handshakes that he was able to capture using, just a simple alpha and just kind of go around the neighborhood and war drive and capture those handshakes and be able to crack those passwords. So make sure that even your home router, you're changing your Wi-Fi passwords and make sure you're updating to more secure protocols. WPA3 is probably the most recent, but WPA2 is probably sufficient enough for just a normal security standpoint. So very good. Okay, and I'm gonna hand it over to Emmanuel for this next research section.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello. So this is a really fun one. If you on an OS, there's something called the SIP, so it's a security integrity protection, and the point is to prevent like any users from running operations that can compromise the system. So macOS, even the root user cannot do some actions because Apple says so. And the way they do this is by having something called entitlements. So think of it as a tag. So they have their own special tags for things they need to do. For example, update your system without asking you for like your username, password. So just to become the top users they can ever do. So Microsoft was doing a vulnerability assessment, whatever, and they were playing with the entitlements, and they found there were two new ones created by Apple that if you're able to take control of, you can just bypass the SIP. By the way, the entitlement created by Apple, no one can just use them because again, it's Apple. It's for Apple only. So, what the Microsoft folks were able to do was install an Apple signed binary that has that entitlement, and if you have a post, so in an Apple application, you can have a post install script. So you can have a bash script or a shell script, and it's going to run that. So, and by default, the entitlement just has the root privilege and can pass that on to its child processes. So, what the Microsoft folks found is if you're able to have a malicious post install script, you can easily just run, you can pretty much just bypass the SIP. And with shell, it uses, before you run a Z shell command, it looks for the Z shell environment file. So if you have like your custom malware code in the /etc/zsh environment, that process is going to have the same privilege as the Apple signed binary. So you're going to have full control of the kernel, and you're able to bypass the SIP. And what you can do after that is you can install kernel modules, pretty much do anything malicious you can think of. So just as a heads up, if you really want to bypass any Apple stuff, if you're able to bypass the SIP, you have full control of the operating system. So that should be a fun thing to look at if you guys are interested. Yep. And that ends our news for today. Hope you guys enjoy that. And now we pass it on. Oh, never
Oh,
mind.
I forgot this one section. So, I've been kind of recommending this to a lot of people, but there's this thing called TryHack Me. I highly suggest it. It's such a great learning tool. I'm gonna post this specific slide in the RITSec Discord. Make sure to use this bottom link right here. This link is very important. Make sure you click on this and sign up. Okay, if you do not have an account already. Yes, Daniel. Okay, well, use this link and then subscribe to TryHack Me, okay? It's only $8 a month for educational users, okay? $8 a month, all right? So yes, Philo.
How much are they giving you in kickbacks to say that?
Okay, so the reason why I'm posting this referral link is so that everybody wins. TryHack Me is giving a giveaway for a lot of stuff, including a free OSCP voucher. So if you guys get 500 points on TryHack Me using my referral code and signing up, we can both gain tickets towards that OSCP voucher. So please sign up. Okay, Vince Shalami. Yes.
Are you also sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends?
No. But yes.
What about NordVPN?
Yes, Brad.
The question is, can after I sign up with your link, does that mean I get a link and I can sign up other people as well?
Yes. This is a chain. Spread the word. Yes.
Is this sponsored by NordVPN?
No, okay, let's stop. All right, please sign up. This is really important. Please sign up using my link. Thank you. All right, next up we have Enzo with Windows NTLM Authentication Backdoor. Give a round of applause. All right, Enzo.
Thank you.
Do you have friends?
Potentially.
Do you have SharePoint?
No. Good check.
Try now.
Ah, thank you. Desktop, that's fine.
Let us all give into a collective sheesh.